Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Devotions. Pastor Steve here, walking with you in God's Word, meditating upon His Word in Psalm chapter 62. And there, as the Psalter would say, as a lot of notes would say, commentaries would say, there is no more trusting psalm than Psalm 62. When you need to have trust in God, especially if you need that repetition, Psalm 62 is your psalm, because it speaks of the trust that David has of God in the midst of chaos and then other circumstances, but then repeats again the trust of God. And it gives us an incredible walk. I love being able to read Psalm 62. Lord, I trust in you. You are my rock. You are my fortress. You are my salvation. And then being able to go through the days and then be able to come back to it. Being able to say, hey, I need to go this direction, make this decision. I trust in you. Because it needs to be on repeat, because we get so pulled in all different directions. We get encountered by all different circumstances. I trust in you, Lord. I need to make this decision. I trust in you, Lord. I need to walk in this way. I trust in you, Lord. Lord, this person said this about me. I trust in you, Lord. Lord, this person did this to me. I trust in you, Lord. Just that repetition that we can get used to and have discipline and meditate upon is such a beautiful thing in Psalm 62. Whatever comes, whatever's been done, I trust in you, O God. Let's meditate Psalm 62. My soul finds rest in God alone. My salvation comes from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. How long will you assault a man? Would all of you throw him down, this leaning wall, this tottering fence? They fully intend to topple him from his lofty place. They take delight in lies. With their mouths they bless, but in their hearts they curse. So as you get to see there in verses 3 and 4, this is the circumstance that David finds himself in, whether he is being pursued by Saul's family right at first, right, or Saul's men, but then maybe later on in life when he had that pursuit of trying to gain his throne. I trust you are my fortress. Can I go back to the end of verse 2 real quickly, because it's going to repeat. It says this: He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. It's not that the power and strength is in David. It's not the power and the strength that is in us when we say, I will never be shaken. It's not a self-declaring sentence there, a self-declaring phrase. Rather, you have to begin that phrase. It says, He is my fortress. He is my fortress. I'm in God alone. If He is in my fortress, I'm in that fortress. That's why it won't be shaken. I will not be shaken because He is my fortress and I'm inside of it. I trust in Him alone. And then it goes forth in this in verses 3 and 4, but verse 5 comes back to the very repetition that we were talking about. Find rest, O my soul, in God alone. My hope comes from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge. Selah. Pause. Take a pause there and just know that it's such a repetitious 1 and 2 come to 5 and 6, and because it's just, I've been experiencing this. Find rest, O my soul. Trust in God alone. Because I can go all my different routes. I can go into my worry. I can go into my fear. I can go into my control. Trust in God. I trust in Him at all times. Verse 9. Lowborn men are but a breath. The highborn are but a lie. If weighed on a balance, they are nothing. Together they are only a breath. Do not trust in extortion or take pride in stolen goods. Though your riches increase, do not set your heart on them. One thing God has spoken, 2 things have I heard, that you, O God, are strong, and that you, O Lord, are loving. Surely you will reward each person according to what he has done. God has spoken. This is what we hear. He is strong, just. He is merciful, loving. Puts those together. That is our God. And as we trust in that in all circumstances, as we trust in that, as it says here, trust in him at all times, in all circumstances, in every situation. I trust in you, O God. You are my fortress. I'm in you, in God alone. I trust I will not be shaken because you aren't shaken. I trust that you're strong, stronger than anything in my life. And that you are loving, more loving than anything that can satisfy in this world. So I trust I'm in you. I will not be shaken because you aren't shaken. Because my God is strong. My God is loving. I trust in him at all times. Thanks be to God. Have a blessed day.